Hey, welcome back to Cards and Comics, and today I have a video showcasing my most recent trips, plural, to the local comic book store, which in my case is the Monster Stash, located in Wilton, New York. And I'll put a link and a photo, and hopefully if you're in the area, stop by. Great place. And yeah, so I've got some books I found in his boxes, and I got a few books that I just bought off, from the new comic book day. And I got some really cool books, and I felt really good about it. And so the first two books are going to be the two I dug out of his boxes. First is Birds of Prey 0. This is the new 52. And this is I believe it's an Artgerm cover, so it's just kind of a cool cover. And found it. It was $4, and it's selling on eBay between $5 and $7. So to me, it was a cool pickup. And I'll stick it in my pile of recent pickups, and that I got to sort and file and put up somewhere. Now I am working on getting my comic books organized, and I'm sorting them very oddly. I'm sorting them by value than in order, but I am taking out all my Spider-Man books and some of my collector books, for collections, and putting them in a special pile, like my Sandman books. But everything else is going to go into a big box based on price and based on name. So when I get that done, I will share that video because I found a lot of really cool books that I didn't know I had. Next up is Harley Quinn number 3. And so this has got some cool Poison Ivy relationship drama, I think, in this book. And it's a cool Amanda Connor cover. And so I just think people like the cover, and there's some relationship things going on in this book. So, I really like some of the new Harley Quinn covers. And I used to be a pretty negative on Harley Quinn as a character because I felt like she totally depended on the Joker, and they've really done a great job to try to divorce her, literally, from the Joker. But also, the animated HBO series is literally the best stories that she's ever been in. So I wish the comics were better stories, honestly. Even though this series was pretty good and set the groundwork for that show, but still. Obviously, Poison Ivy's a big part of that. So, and this book is kind of the beginning of maybe that journey. So, that's why it's selling for. I bought it for 10. It's going for about 10 to 12 on eBay. So, not a huge value gain there, but it's a book I didn't have, and I'm beginning to like the Harley Quinn animated show. So I figured I would buy this. Now, next up is Daredevil 25, and this is the third printing, black and white, and it's selling pretty consistently around $5. I got it for cover price $3.99, and I think it's a really cool cover, and I just like having some of these different printings, and so we'll see how it does in the future. But I got it for cover price, and that is where you want to get them. Next up is interesting book. So it's the Department of Truth 6th print. I got both versions of the cover. So you've got this version, which from what I understand was supposed to have been the 1 in 25. And they screwed up and sent it out like the regular book. So, and then they gave out the replacement for this book, which is the yellow, which is very similar to the first print or the first cover, just in a yellow cover. And again, so this is both versions. It's been selling for different prices, and people have been speculating on which one is rare. But I got both for cover price, and for that, it's a good series, I think. And maybe we'll find out one of the books is really small, has a small print run. Who knows? But I got them both, so I got them both for cover price, so I felt good about it. And again, they're both going. Some had sold earlier for a lot more, but around $5 right now. So next up is actually the best pickups I made of the whole day, and it is the 1 in 25 Superman 78 #1, the Torres variant, and this one is just really what I consider to be just I like the color usage. I like the Christopher Reeves homage and kind of sketch in the top right. Just cool cover. I got 2 of them, so I lucked out for cover price. So there's my second copy. I got them for $4.99, and then they're selling about $20 on eBay right now. So that was a really, really cool find. And he had a few more, and I left them because I felt like, I'm not. I probably should be more like out hustling and using comics to pay for things. And so I did get 2 copies, but I just have a hard time clearing the shelf just because I'm not a seller in that way. I kind of keep and then hold, and then if they go up I sell, but I don't just hoard. So I don't know, maybe my sensibilities will change as I try to invest more and get bigger books, and I need more stuff to sell. I'll do that. But next up is the cardstock variant, I believe, of Superman 78 #1, and it's going for about $7, and I got it for cover price $4.99. So again, right now, a good pickup, fun book, and the 78 Batman and the 78 Superman look like fun series. Next up is the, I think, Derek Chu variant for Harley Quinn Annual 2021. And of course, this is just an awesome looking cover. Just a really fun, very vibrant cover. And I picked up 2. They're again at cover price, which almost everything I bought was cover price except for the first 2 books. And these 2 are going for about $8, so I got 2 of them. And they're going for about $8, and again, $5 buy-in. So they're already selling a little bit over on eBay. And again, eBay's tough because the way I look at it is there's 2 things you got to look at. One is a lot of times people list a lot of these books early on, and so they're getting cover or a little bit above cover, but you're paying shipping on almost every one of those books. Very few people offer free shipping at cover price. So even though like you can see a lot of sales between $6 and $7 on that book, they're paying another $4 or $5 in shipping. So I don't know how to really say what the total cost is. Obviously, total cost was with shipping, but again, that's why. So not all these I've included the shipping prices, just sort of what the eBay sell price was, plus maybe $1 or $2 just to kind of hit the middle. Next up is Batman Fair State Alpha 1, and so this is the cardstock variant. I got it for $5.99. It's selling about $6 or $7, so a little bit above cover right now. It's a #1 book. Now, I think the writer for this series, Tinian, is announced he's leaving, and but the cool thing for this series anyway is there is a really awesome Poison Ivy cover that I'm looking for, and I'm going to get for this book. I'll show it in the video, what that looks like. But this is the cardstock variant, but the Poison Ivy variant is awesome, and just really hoping to find that one. Now, the next books are from the prior trip to the LCS, and this is where I picked up this book, and it's worth the cover, so it's $5.99. It hasn't really gone up much. And there's a cool variant that I'll show again that I'm looking for of this book. But I really like that cover A. I mean, that's a beautiful, from an anatomy of the horse to just the color choices and just how everything blends together. I just really love it, and I think this is just a beautiful book. The artist did a great job, and so it's basically a cover book, $6. It's not selling for more, not selling for less. So It just came out, so we'll see how that series does and how it goes up. Now, next up is a book that's gotten some speculation buzz. This is the Usagi Yujimbo 22nd printing, which has got the Yamamoto first appearance. Yukichi Yamamoto, I believe, is the character's first appearance. And so this is the second printing of that book, and a lot of folks, are kind of specking due to the series that's coming out, the animated series, I believe. And so, yeah, but it's obviously, there's a lot of buzz right now, and so any new characters are going to get some buzz. And I got this for cover price, so obviously $4. And it's going for about $6 or $7, and but there's a lot of volume, and I think this is a book that's going to continue to sell. And we'll see, as that character either becomes more or less important, it'll affect values. Next up is Batman Secret Files Clown Hunter 1, and I just think this is, people like this character design, and I think they just like seeing more photos and or covers of Clown Hunter, and I think first appearances in, I'll have to look it up. I'm trying to just remember off the top of my head. I should have looked it up earlier, but I'll have it in the comments. But not a first appearance, but it's another cool cover, and it's kind of early on for this character, so we'll see how it goes. It's been in some spec lists, but it's selling for cover price so far because it's not a first appearance, so just not as much heat as if it would be. Next up is Nightwing 83. The series is getting tons and tons of great reviews, and I think people are just excited about the actual writing from this series. And so the book itself is selling a little bit above cover. It's selling, on average $5 to $6. $3.99 cover price, so it's already selling a little bit above cover, as I think people just like the series and they like what they're doing with Nightwing. And this has happened with Nightwing a few times. Even the New 52 series, where they kind of made him into a super spy or something. They've done multiple things that are with the Dick Grayson character. It's just odd to me that he can't sustain a series or sustain a popularity or get some sort of Nightwing theme show or something like that. So we'll see if that happens in the future. And last but not least is, I really like this cover. It's a Campbell variant of Eternals 1, and that's Cersei, I believe. And obviously we know Angelina Jolie is playing Cersei. But this is just a really cool version, and I believe there's a 1 in 500 edition variant of this that's selling pretty well. I don't know if it actually was inserted into those crazy Walmart packs, but this is a beautiful book. The virgin version of this is the 1 in 500, but this is like a cheap way of getting that cover or getting that book without having to pay a lot. But it's selling for about between $7 and $10 on eBay. Right now, and that's not with shipping, so you're gonna have to pay about $15, $10 to $15 to get a book like this. I got it for $4 or $5, with the cover price. So I felt good about that. So, I'm back into the LCS gig. Going there, seeing stuff, getting some new books day of or week of. And, getting the rare variants obviously is very tough at a LCS. You're not going to show up on a Saturday after a Wednesday drop and get, all the rare stuff. But I was able to get those Superman 78s. I was able to get this Campbell variant. I was able to get the other Superman cardstock, the Harley Quinn. So that's awesome, and like I said, I'm busy, and so weekends are really the only time I get a chance to go out. So I'm really happy. So yeah, this is my LCS is kicking ass right now, and I'm really happy. He's very friendly, and it's just awesome to go to that store and do something while the rest of the family's in the mall. I get to go look at comic books, and that's awesome. So, all right, that's it for me. Hope you guys have had an awesome day, and I'll talk to you next time.